Okay, so here's the new contraption I mentioned for blade tests. I just got done building this today. So here's some ballistic gel. It's held there in the center, and on the back I've got dowels here for some resistance, and also to have something that, you know, sort of vaguely approximates ribs. Not very realistic, but you know, it's better than what I had so far. So this is going to be pretty interesting for thrusting tests, because so far I haven't had anything that I could actually thrust all the way through without hitting like solid wood or anything like that. Alright, so I've got my arms and armor town guard sidesword here, because that's obviously suitable for thrusting, and I'll give it a try. I don't have anybody to help me with the slow-mo camera today. If you don't know, this one only records 2 seconds at a time after you push record, so I just have to do that and then quickly do the thrust. I'm gonna go for a lunge like this. Alright, a little awkward. I was hurrying up with the camera, but you can see the point poked through, so even on a poor thrust like this, it isn't particularly hard. Now, this is more resistance against the thrust than actual flesh would, because the ballistic gel has a lot of friction, so this slows the blade down a lot more. Okay, now I've oiled the blade. Let's see if that helps in reducing the friction. Maybe I get a better result that way. Well, not too different actually. Yeah, you can also see how stuck it is. Like if this was actual flesh, I could just pull it out a lot more easily. I can still tweak things, but overall the stand is working out as intended. It's getting comparable results. Oh, there we go, that was easier. So yeah, the oil seems to help a little bit, not terribly much. It would be better if I used silicone rubber for this, because it doesn't have as much friction. Maybe I can also find other materials, but again, the frame works, and that's the important part right here. So now I've got that studded leather armor set up. Just to point out again, this is fantasy. We don't have any evidence for leather armor in this particular configuration. There's some written evidence for hardened leather, you know, boiled leather armor, but this particular type here is just what you commonly see in fantasy settings and, you know, LARP and all of that kind of thing. The armor did actually stop it, so you can see the blade entered until there wasn't enough space anymore between the two washers, so they caught the blade right there. And this is a matter of angle. If it had gone in like this, that would have been much easier. So the problem generally with this kind of fantasy armor is it's basically a gamble. We've seen that with the cuts too. If a cut lands on them, or, you know, particularly like this, it's fine. But if it catches right in between, that's going right through. Well, damn, the light is actually better from this angle, but it makes it more awkward with the camera here. I'll try it. And again, caught between two washers, so against the gladius, it's doing surprisingly well. But I'm pretty sure we're going to find its weakness now. So this longsword here is very good for thrusting due to the blade shape. And there we are. It didn't go through the back of the armor, but it went all the way through the ballistic gel, and there's quite a bit poking out. This went in with hardly any effort because I was rushing to perform the thrust quickly after hitting the record button, and even with less than ideal form, it was no problem. There it is, sticking out the back. I'm going to try the Rondel dagger. So... well, what happened? Did it? Oh, I hit the wood underneath. That explains it. The camera is really not liking the current light levels, or lack thereof. Anyway, I'm just gonna try one more thrust at a bit more of an angle. See how that goes. Yeah, that went right in between the washers. Pretty easy. So about, not this far. Let's up it some more. This time I'm going to cut the back and just really drive it in like this, throwing my body weight into it. Okay, so this is where the stand actually has a little too much give, but I'm planning to fix that with some sandbags that I want to put down there. So we got in this far. That's pretty decent. The final thing for the day is this small sword here that my friend William lent me for testing. We got this much, so pretty decent. Yep, again, all the way through the gel. Again, this would be a lot easier on flesh, for sure. Just for the heck of it. Yeah, that's more effective. That's what I thought. You can see the difference. Half sorting, this is exactly one of the main advantages of half sorting. You limit the flex of the blade, and also you have an additional point of contact for, you know, driving more of your body weight into it. And well, it shows. This is quite easy compared to the lunge. But of course, in unarmored combat, that would be completely unnecessary. It's fun though, I have to say. So that's really it for today. Absolutely no usable light left. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it, and thanks for watching.